Hello, EctoSage here on the Sage channel. It is Sleep, Art, Game, and Eat. And I just thought I'd show you guys some of the very interesting little geometric shapes you can build. And actually I started all these off with these diamond things over here. Actually this one here, if I was to copy this. I basically said, hey, now that I know there is actually an inverse piece of these triangular pieces, well, why not have some fun with it? And I just built this nice big diamond thing here, which I thought was pretty damn awesome. There's nothing inside it. These are all just hollow. They're just sort of proof of concept to show, well, just some of what you can do with this glass, because this stuff is amazing. I'm just still blown away by this latest update. I didn't think the glass would be this revolutionary when I first saw it, but yeah, it's gonna change a lot of stuff. Already is, actually. Anyway, so I ended up just saying, okay, well, we got a diamond here. Let's modify it. Let's go ahead and start, cutting off these corners and trying to change it up. So basically what I did is cut off, two pieces on every edge to sort of smooth it out and around it. So that's what I ended up with this. Pretty cool. Having a lot of fun with this. Let's just start tossing these up here gently. So we're going to have a crowd of them up there by the time we're done. And so that was awesome, and I decided, well, let's keep going with it. Let's just take, let's basically do this. Ooh, let me turn off that mirroring. Go ahead and remove the whole face like this. Boom. And then flatten that out. And so that's basically what I went and did with this, which made it almost like a sphere. The most spherish thing I've actually seen in this game so far, with the exception of rounded blocks, which aren't actually in yet. They're just models people have found. And then from there, I actually ended up going ahead and taking another edge off like this, like I did before. And that's when, oh yeah, we got a few pieces floating, but that's also when you start getting this, where what was once a sphere, it ends up looking a bit less like a sphere, and I realized I didn't copy that. Whatever, we'll copy the broken piece. There you go. And it starts looking a bit square, and then I just went ahead and chopped off the edges there, and, well, an awesome little box, which I like an awful lot, actually. Just these things are going to make windows on ships so different. But, yeah, this one, a bit boring, it's just a box. But, yeah, let's go the other way now. And some other things I did with starting with that nice little diamond here is I went this way. And instead of smoothing all the edges, I just cut off the small point corners. Just cut them down nice and quick. And that made this very interesting thing here, which I actually like a lot. You could probably do some very cool things with it if you were to, let's say, maybe have it go out one and then have it just shoot backwards a mile at all these edges here, just straight back. You can end up with like a really cool, big, huge cockpit. I might end up doing that on a ship soon. Not sure. I just like the idea a lot. And then I just kept going, growing the areas I cut, basically, and ended up with something cool again. And then once again, it just sort of, I knew it was going to turn into a cube again if I kept going, probably. So I went ahead and just did something a bit different with it, which was shrink it down. This zone's actually a bit smaller than the other one. If you look, you can fit inside it. Oh, can I actually place that? Oh, that would be awesome if I could place that. Oh, it's not, because the overall red box is too big for it. Yeah, you see that? You can't. Oh, it's unfortunate. But yeah, it's a bit smaller and just more refined, which I like a lot. And then, of course, I went and shrunk that, or edited that down a bit more and got this little tiny thing, which is basically the same thing as the first one there, except for smaller, which is pretty cool, though. They have this itsy bitsy one that I can fling about. Anyway, after that, after I was done messing around with these, I went ahead and, yeah, I can't help but throw them around. They don't deform, they just sort of explode, which is alright. Ooh, we don't want you hitting anything else over here, please. That's when I went and took these normal diamond things, I brought them over here, and just cut away just two of the sides, and started editing them sort of as a fly-through path or something. And actually on the inside here, I went and carried the glass through, so you have this sort of like interesting, I don't know, you could imagine if it was an entrance to a city, if you somehow managed to equip a huge force field that shot out in all directions, and the only way through was through this very awesome little glass opening. And then I kept on editing that. This is the very similar one, but instead of it, basically where here, it goes outwards, here it would just go inwards, and you end up with this nice little square opening. And this is the same thing, but whereas that one actually has a small jump-in point, right here you can see that it jumps inwards before it starts to actually slant. This one doesn't have that. It just instantly starts going towards the middle, and henceforth, it doesn't reach a point in the middle where they both can pass through, so you just end up with it closed off, which is pretty cool. And then we have this last one over here, which has basically the same as that first one, but instead of it just carrying onto a diamond point right in the middle, it sort of ends up bumping back out, which adds some more detail to it. You can imagine a huge hallway with bunches and bunches of these, and lights behind them illuminating things in weird ways. Lots and lots of cool stuff possible. And of course right now I'm not actually flying up and down, I'm at a slight angle if we were to copy this. you can see that this whole thing, even though it looks like a square like this, like you would think this would be the horizontal plane with it, it is very much not so. So it's very strange like that. I like it a lot though. It's pretty damn cool. Anyway, I just thought I'd show these things off. Fairly simple, but at the same time very cool. Some of them, you know, they're built in weird ways where you have the little edge blocks that I got here. The only way you can attach them is by putting, well, some of these like this block here. In an ideal world, you'd have a special block that has this face here, and then also this triangle here, that way it could be filled up. But of course, you know, they don't have that, and if you were really to have those, you'd have dozens and dozens of blocks. Which means, because they are, because the only way to fill that hole is to have this block stuck on top, that means if I was to go ahead and go through and remove all these at the corner pieces, this whole face right here will pop off. Ta-da, this face is now a separate thing. So that's a bit silly, but whatever. It actually works pretty well. I'm overall very, very impressed with this. I don't even think they really need to do much more with these. It'd be nice if you could actually tint the glass, but I think that's asking an awful lot, frankly. But yeah, it's pretty dang awesome. I'm pretty happy with all these. I'm pretty damn happy with all these. So yeah, that was this short little bit. How the hell did I manage that? Anyway, that was a short little video. Just thought I'd share these strange things. Anyway, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys keep building. I'll see you next time. Oh, hello, little pane of glass. How you doing? You floating alone? Oh, I'll be your friend.